Good evening, good day, everyone. My name is Jaden Akinyosade, the co-host of our podcast and YouTube page, Sickle Cell Warriors Health in Color, sponsored by Powerhouse Community Networks, that is PACN, which is a sickle cell center in the borough of Barking and Dagenham in Essex or East London. And today I have some amazing and very beautiful, strong women with me. But my co-host for today is Hannah. Hannah, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Hannah, and yes, just like Jaden have mentioned, I have a very powerful and wonderful woman here with me, and she is a woman of success and integrity. I really admire her a lot. Her name is Minister Adebola Adedor. I believe I'm pronouncing that right.
Adediran.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jaden. She is the chief organizer for Run for Life. 13 years in row. Run for Life is now 9 years.
Three
Sorry,
years in
3
a
years
row.
in a row, not 13. Actually, scratch that. So it's 3 years in a in a row. Run for Life is now 9 years, although pandemic took 2 years from it. But then we're still pushing. Minister Adebola is an award-winning runner. She runs marathon and she's taking part in London Marathon for I think she's taking part now 2 years in a row,
That's right.
raising just short of £1,000 by herself
That's right.
for sickle cell. And this is through PHCN. She is also set to do an ultra marathon, which I believe is 100 kilometers. After recently, she successfully completed a 50-kilometer marathon last month, March 2025. Yeah. Minister Adebola is a mother of two boys and a girl. And guess what? Her 7-year-old daughter is a very determined 5-kilometer runner, taking after her mom. Wow, that's wonderful. She is also a microbiologist by profession, and she runs a lab based in I think they do medical device. It's a
That's right.
medical device company
That's
for
right.
America. Yeah,
That's right.
American company, right? Yeah. Also, she is a very busy woman, so I'm so thankful that she is here with us. She gave us some of her time. I think I will stop here because the list goes on. Really, believe me, I will not stop if I continue. I will let Minister Adebola introduce herself. So, Minister, please tell us who you are in your own words. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Hannah and Jaden. Super excited to be here. Like you said, my name is Adebola Adediran, a 45-year-old mother of three, married of three. Um, by day, a senior leader in a medical device company and also a minister of the gospel. And like you said, I love to run. So, yeah, I'm a runner as well.
Thank you so much.
Your resume is truly outstanding.
Thank you.
And which just lets you know that that wasn't all of it. We had to cut that down. I don't know how someone is training for the London Marathon, runs a 50-kilometer marathon the month before, and will be running an ultra marathon a month or a few months after the London Marathon. It is outstanding. I don't know how she does it. Being a mother, a wife, a career woman is simply amazing. I don't know, I'm short of words, and I'm really short of words. Anyway, I guess we'll get on with the questions. What inspired you to start running for charity?
Okay, so my very first charity run was back in 2015 when I did the Race for Life for cancer research. During that year was quite a difficult year for my family. Both my parents were diagnosed with cancer, one cancer or the other. So I just wanted to do something to sort of like give back, raise awareness, and take some pressure off. And so I did that, race 10K. Um, and then ever since I got involved in Run for Life as well. And Run for Life actually coincidentally started in 2016, the year after that. And ever since, I've always taken part in it. Right now, what motivates me, what is making me run for charity is I have a brother who was born with sickle cell. So having a brother, having that lived experience, seeing him grow, seeing him thrive, seeing the ups and downs that the disease brings with it, just gave me that inspiration to keep running for charity again.
Wow, that is so amazing. That is so amazing what you're doing. So I was going to ask, I am going to ask you this question, but it's been in my mind. What is the biggest challenge you have faced while you're preparing for this charity run?
Oh my God. In all my runs, like you said, I run long distance as well as, the 5 and the 10K. It's time, preparation, that discipline. Um, I have my hands in so many things. I travel a lot for work. I have to look after my family, my children, the ministry. So it's just that time, the time to train and be prepared for every single run is the biggest challenge that I face.
Wow. Wow. Once again, how you manage to structure your time is beyond me because it's only so many hours during the day,
Yeah.
but it seems that you are succeeding in it. So, very well done to you. Kudos to you. And, may you continue to grow stronger and more strengthened to do everything that you need to do, for yourself, for your family, for your legacy, for the ministry, well done. A very, 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 very big well done. How do you stay motivated during the event?
So for me is obviously people have sponsored that
Mm,
run. People are relying on you to finish, right? And to
okay.
do. So for me, the motivation is to get it done, so that I could be fully transparent to people and they can see that their money is going to go to a worthy cause and I've done what I said I'll do. So on that day, I'm super hyper focused on finishing what I've committed to do.
Well, not everyone will say they will finish if they get tired. So kudos to you. Yeah. So what goes through your mind on the day of the run? What goes through what is in your head? What goes through your mind?
For me, first of all, the run is actually done, to your point. The run is actually done before you get there. So my biggest thing for me is to get that start line uninjured. Once I've gotten to that start line, I just know that it is done, right? So if I could get to that start line, I know I'll finish it. So for me, it's just getting there is the biggest
Mhm.
on my mind. Like, am I going to start? But I know that once I get there, I start, I would finish it.
That's amazing because like you said, truly the biggest I think the biggest ask is getting yourself to that. That is they say is 50% of the job already done. So you just being there just gives you, I'm sure it gives you that edge and gives that mindset to say, yes, I'm here, I've trained for this, I'm ready. Now you're just executing. So like I said, for someone that's already done a few of these marathons, I'm sure 5K, 10K is really nothing to you. Some of us are still,
Every run is his own run, right? So yeah,
yeah, it's true. Everyone has to take their own steps in it and run their own race, But your race is a different, different entirely, But very well done. What's the most memorable moment you've had during a charity run or during a marathon?
so for me is I like to help people along the route as well. So no matter how fast I'm going or how slow I'm going, I'm looking around. So if I see somebody struggling, maybe I'm passing somebody, they're struggling or they're trying to attain a pace, it's memorable for me in doing runs like this.
Wow, that's amazing. You're also running and also helping people. That's a lot of acts. That is a lot of acts. Well done.
Thanks.
Well done. So, does running for a cause, is it different from running just for a personal achievement? If so, if it's different, how different? How is it different? How different? How can you? I don't know. How is it different?
It is very different. And so running for charity is selfless, right? If you're running for yourself, there are days when you're just like, I don't feel like it. I'm not gonna go out. I'm just gonna rest. No one is relying on you for anything. But once you're running for a cause, you kind of have to be prepared. Like I said, you want to get to that start line in the best way possible. So you have to put in the work. So for me, it's that selflessness of I need to do this. People are relying on me. People have donated. People have trusted me that I'm going to do this, and they're sponsoring me for it. So for that is another level of that's another level of motivation or discipline, should I say, than just doing it for yourself.
Wow.
And, a lot of us just want to get there and finish the race. We don't want to think about anybody else. We don't look at
Yes.
anybody else, you know. Well, it's truly amazing because come to think about it, running or distance running is really like a very singular kind of thing. You can do it by yourself. You can do what you want to do, go however fast pace you want. It's really like a independent race, but on the flip side, this marathon is you're running for a cause. So it's
Mm.
amazing that you're training on a personal level, on a independent level, on a singular level to run for a cause that is just bigger than yourself. That is selfless, truly. That is actually selfless, a sacrifice. So it's very well done. I mean, I know it can't be easy,
Mm.
seeing all you've done thus far. I know it can't be easy, and you have to keep training. You can't stop. So it's fantastic. Very well done. Very, very well done. Have you had? Yeah, sorry. I know this will sound similar, but I hope you can see the difference in the question. Have you had any emotional or unexpected experiences during a charity run?
Yeah, so like I said, I think it was back in 2019. So I run for sickle cell to raise awareness for my brother that lives with sickle cell and born with it. In 2019, he actually ran, right? Um,
Oh.
so seeing him run that 5K was very, I'm about to cry. Moment. I do have a picture of it. It was emotional because you could see that he was giving it all. I'm a bit emotional about it. He was giving it all.
Can let a man cry,
You can imagine someone fighting, I don't know if you know about sickle cell. It's a physical thing. Then, there's a lot of pain associated with it. For you to push through that level of pain for over half an hour on a cause, just to raise awareness for something that you're going through.
Yeah.
That was emotional for me. And that gave me a different level of boost. And I think after that, I started to organize Run for Life after that particular event.
Wow, that's
That is
powerful.
amazing. And oh my God, I know this sickle cell pain is not something you can imagine. It's not imaginable. And him having to run with you, that is truly very emotional. Wow. Wow. So so let me break out this emotional.
Yes, please.
Let me so
Yes, it's gotten there.
yeah. So how has participating in charity run changed your perspective in giving back?
So for me, what I've realized in running for charity is that most people are generous. Most people want to give back. Most people are open to helping others. They just need to connect with the right people that they know have the same mindset. So for me, is making myself available
Mhm.
to make sure I'm able to do to run, to commit to the run, and whatever it is. I know that if I do, when I reach out to people, they will give, right? So you begin to build a track record as well. People know you and they know that you're going to challenge yourself, and just whatever you say you're going to do, you're going to do it. So for me, it's just that level of, oh, I just need to make myself available, and we could raise awareness for this cause together, and we could actually help people and make a bigger impact. So yeah, it's really changed my perspective in, look beyond yourself, make yourself available, just turn up, and you'll be amazed at how much of an impact you can make by doing that.
That is
Wow.
amazing. It's how do you say it? It's amazing in such a fact that you have to basically you're just putting yourself out there. That is one thing. Another thing is doing it for something that is bigger than yourself. That's another thing. We wish the world that we live in today, have more people like you
Mhm.
to run or do whatever they do to do it, to give back, to look beyond themselves, to look beyond their own personal circumstances. Because, like every one of us, I'm sure you have your own daily challenges, your own issues, whether it's your career, your family, marriage, ministry, so many hats you
Mhm.
carry and so many hats you wear. So, very well done, for running, but also organizing too, being one of the main organizers. That is amazing, and I'm sure your brother is one very very proud, very very proud brother. He's one very very proud brother. Uh, if that, I know if myself, I'll be extremely proud. So let's just put that out there, you know. Okay, let's just move swiftly on. What impact do you hope your efforts have on the cause you support?
Okay, so like I said, people with sickle cell are born with it.
Mhm.
As far as I know, there is no known cure. There are loads of maintenance, there are loads of treatments that are coming out. So, to continue to invest in the research into that, and also help those that are living with it right now. It's a condition where like they're in pain, they need medical attention, they need help in their personal life to get through a day, right? Let alone a whole life.
Yeah,
So just to be able to impact and meet them at that point, and also help with the research into the disease as well.
fantastic.
Wow, that
Fantastic.
is amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for all you do. And if you don't mind, Minister, I would like to really ask you a personal question. I hope you don't mind.
No, go on if it's not too much.
Yeah, I don't think it will be too much, but um, how does it feel having to grow up with a loved one suffering? I mean, sickle cell pain is can be very unbearable. I know you have different levels of pain, and I know sickle cell crisis is something we can't imagine. And yeah, the world is unimaginable pain. So having your loved one go through this pain all the time, growing up with your brother, how does that feel? How does that make you feel?
I mean, so this he's my immediate younger brother, so he's about 2, 3 years younger than me. So back then, maybe 20 years ago, 25 years ago, when we were growing up, it was hard, it was tough seeing your younger brother just in so much pain. And as children like that, there is no filter, there's no covering. So it's genuine pain, right? Just watching him, it was heartbreaking. Honestly, you couldn't tell. There was a time I had to carry him on my back and go to a hospital, our family hospital a few miles away. And it was just tough, right? So even from a very young age, I've known that he's a warrior, and then he's had to go through quite a lot. So, I don't know. I feel for those families that have their loved ones, their children going through it now. Hence the need to support the research into this, to help out, because it is. Like you said, I didn't go through it personally, but watching him, it was very tough, very very tough.
Thank you so much for sharing because I know with sickle cell, sometimes the pain is what the carrier faces when they're in crisis, but the people around them is also, this podcast is also about people around them, people that have to um, carry the cross and bear the pain of watching someone you love go
Mhm.
through so much and you can't really help to ease their pain. Do you get what I mean? So it's thank you so much for sharing that emotional part of you. I know it's not very easy. Thank you. So I'm gonna ask, so what advice would you give someone who wants to start running for a cause, who wants to just give back?
Yeah. Honesty is your time. Just show up, show your commitment. There are loads of training programs out there, training plans, couch the 5K, all sorts that the government even helps with. But the biggest thing is for you to show up, right? So all of this will only work if you make yourself available. So for me is think of the cause, think of the impact you're going to be making, and just make yourself available. Every little helps, and that's the truth, right? 10 minutes there, 15 minutes there, 20 minutes, it all adds up. I'm going through intense training at the moment where I'm doing 3.5 hours, on my feet. And sometimes I look back and I don't even know how I got that time, but when there's a will, there will always be a way, right? Wherever your heart is, you'll create that time. So just make yourself available for it. And your little you think that you're doing actually does go a long way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask, sorry, when is this? Can you give us this registration going on? How can someone join? Can you
Okay.
give us the date, the time, and where they can actually come and meet you if they want to join for this course, and how they can register and donate? I mean, we want to reach your target
Yeah.
after all. So,
By the way, what is the target? What
Yes,
is
I
the
was going to
target?
just say, first of all, the target for the whole of sickle cell is 10,000 pounds. So if you're running, if you want to join us, you can register at www.phcn.org.uk. And once you get to the landing page, you would see the link to register. So just click on the link and register. As part of registration, you'll be asked what charity you want to support. If you want to support sickle cell, just go ahead and put it there. And then you can either set up your own GoFundMe page or Just Giving page, and raise funds that way, or contact us. Our contact details are also on the website. Contact us so that we can send you the link to our own Just Giving page, where you could then add the funds and send it out to people to sponsor you. So for this year is very close. It's Sunday, the 13th of April, 2025 at 8 a.m. Is at CU London in the London Borough of Barking and Dagenham, because it's a London Borough of Barking and Dagenham initiative for sickle cell. So again, Sunday the 13th of April at 8 a.m. CU London, in the London Borough of Barking and Dagenham.
thank
Uh,
you.
Thank you so much for that information. I've just put the link, the website, as well as the dates. I'm also just putting in the CU London. That's Coventry University,
Yeah.
CU London campus that's Dagenham,
Road in Dagenham.
Dagenham, Dagenham Road, DAGENHM Road in the London Borough, Barking, Dagenham,
Yeah, it used to
Essex.
be Civic Centre. So if you
Okay.
very well, Civic Centre opposite the big swimming pool there, the big country leisure centre.
Fantastic. So, we've added the website to the chat, but we're also going to, as part of this video, we're going to add the link as well as the IG pages, all their social media pages, the website, our website. If you wanted to ask us any information about this event, or how to get in touch with the office that's organizing this. And yeah, if you wanted to sponsor, please, we would love to exceed this target. They're doing such an amazing job. This is something that's run for 9 years, and this is the seventh year of it running because of the 2 years from COVID. So it's just it's a worthy cause. See, you can tell how personal and how special of a cause this is to Mr. Debola and to PACN. So please support them. This initiative is something that is changing lives because they're doing a lot in the community and helping a lot of people dealing with this condition on a daily basis. So please help us exceed this target, and if you want to join us on the day of the race, please come down, register, come down. Even if you can't run, come and walk. If you cannot walk, come and crawl with us. If you cannot crawl, one how, one way, one other, like my wife says, we'll keep skipping, we'll keep tapping until we reach the finish line. So let's go, people. Thank you so much, Mr. Debola, for your time. We really, really appreciate it, telling us your story, telling us, how special this initiative is to you and this marathon is to you. Thank you for all you've done. Thank you for your time as well. We really, 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 really appreciate it. Again, we wish the world had so many big sisters like you,
Thank
or sisters, or mothers, or women in general. We just hope the world has so much more people like you, because it's one thing to try and live your life to the best, it's another to try and to live a
For someone else.
mark, yeah, and to leave a good mark on the world around you. So thank you so, so, so much.
you for
Okay.
having me. A pleasure.
Thank you once again for joining us. And I did say you're a superwoman, and keep being that wonderful woman you are, and keep being a superwoman that we can emulate.
Thank you very much, Hannah. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye.